Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Georgia's snow field. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make the...
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that run out.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Here's a hit. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Bell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He leads it with the back. That's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Strickland. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
it's Glenn. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Might be changing the route. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole down the red zone. The field shrinks now. So much harder to complete those passes with 4th and short. Now, decision time.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work.
Here we go, here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to...
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Using his legs, it's Savage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
He's brought down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up 1st without scoring.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Going to the ground. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the 1st quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the top. Touchdown, Gamecock. With the interception with a great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get it on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The give to the tailback. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Glenn. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That's caught. It's Young. And they're able to get him down. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Just as he throws, it's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on over. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off-play action. Hines is tight end. And the defense drags him down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. To throw, it's Glenn. Back open in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. A lot of urgency for this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing on his pads.
Back to pass on second down. Unleashes one. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Bell. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to look at this matchup every chance I get.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
29.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Bentley. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and his score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Grabs it in the middle. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Calls his own number. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run. Nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snags it. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have interest in this one in the back that just finished up.
And the coverage team gets the return on the ground. On the run, it's Savage. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down. Right before the half, you want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
What a nice Nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like Q1s after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total under and get this second half started. From inside his own 15, looking for a press. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've got...
There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking for a huge play. It's a big stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their top.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecock. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to the play.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Calling a hot route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
That's caught. It's Bentley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration out front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play and wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give from the gun. Powers through the defender. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to the stop.
Now,
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team.
number
This will be the
13.
second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't matter if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He breaks a tackle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Makes the grab. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 26.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. Finally corralled at number 4. He picks up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And I think they'll give him 2 on them on 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense has played with a chip on its shoulder. Like, they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number 1 was stopping that great running back.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes are going to be thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking for room, it's Hardy. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Young. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick.
Pick up to stop the threat. Trying to take him back. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
You know, you hear all these stupid commentators like Lee and Jesse talking about create balance. And pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. Just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. He'll run it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
This running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.